Whenever you're ready.
How many of you guys knew how to apply for college right out of high school? Wow, not that many. Okay, well, for those of you who didn't raise your hand, I'm in the same boat. When I graduated in '07, I had no clue how to apply for college, what SATs were, I had to do what to get into college. I knew nothing. How I stumbled across applying for Fullerton College, had no clue how to get there. Today I'd like to explain to you the importance of the Avid Program. I'll be discussing what the Avid Program is, how it works, and how the Avid Program works and how it helps educate kids. What is Avid? Avid is a program for students who are the grades 7th through 12th. It's an ongoing program. It helps people and students. We look for kids. I personally work for Kramer Middle School, and we feed into Valencia High School. It's also working for the Placentia-Yorba Linda Unified School District. If you guys don't know or are familiar with that, it's in Placentia/Yorba Linda. And we look for kids who are in the middle, who are like got B's, C's, maybe a couple D's or F's to apply for the program. AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. It's a program dedicated to kids who are determined that they want to do better, but they just don't have the extra push. Maybe it's the extra push at home, their friends, or somebody else who's not there to help support them. The kids mostly need help in math, which at our school at Kramer, we focus in on the math program. From avid.org, Avid targets students in the academic middle, A's, B's, C's, and even D students who have the desire to go to college and the willingness to work hard. We teach the kids how to apply for college, how to study, how to get their little brains moving and focusing, and that to actually earn the grades is the reward for you, not for your friends, not to be called, oh, you're a genius, and your friends all make fun of you. I'd like to talk to you about my first main point today, which is the Avid program. Avid is a program designated to help students in the middle prepare for and succeed in college, as quoted from DeweyPacific.com. The kids at Kramer apply by simply going to the teacher, asking for an application, and on the application there are questions about why do you want to apply for Avid, what makes you think you're an Avid student, what subjects do you struggle in, what are your strong points, do you do any extra community service hours, are you involved in school, do you do sports, are you in the music program, and it's a simple application. Then we also apply their grades. Their grades have to be a 2.0 or better. Also from a quote from Avid, avid.org. Avid is at work in nearly 4,500 schools in 47 states, as well as the District of Columbia and 16 countries/territories. So not only is Avid part of the programs here, Avid is statewide and worldwide. So I don't know how many of you have actually heard of the Avid program, how many of you actually have heard of the Avid program? Oh, fairly amount. But you didn't know how to apply for college? Okay, think about that one. The second thing I would like to talk about is how the Avid program works. How does it work? What's the schedule? The schedule at Kramer Middle School is Tuesdays and Thursdays are tutorial days. Okay, I'm going to explain to you what a tutorial is before I get to Fridays. Tutorials are, the kids come in with a piece of paper, It has 2 questions that they're struggling in. And since at Kramer, like I said before, we discussed that math is what we focus on, they come in with 2 math questions for me and go, I can't figure this out. I go, okay, let's get you to figure it out, not me. Because I've already been there, I've taken the grades, I've gone through 7th and 8th grade. This stuff is like, okay, I got it, easy. I've already got my A, you still working on it. So instead of having them ask me and I tell them the answer, I ask them, okay, let's ask them questions. Say it's like how to solve 5x equals 10. How do you get x by itself? That's one of the questions I would ask. If you multiply 5 times x, do you divide or do you multiply again to get x by itself? How do you move that over? Well, the simple question would be, they'd be, oh, I know the opposite. Take the opposite. So I'd have to divide if I'm multiplying. So we all know 10 divided by 5 is 2. So x would be 2. So I work with them like that. If they didn't know, the other kids are supposed to ask the questions. They ask their questions. So if nobody else, so we have them in groups of 5 or 6, nobody else knows, the second thing that they're supposed to go to is their notes. Did they take in class? Yes. Okay, you have your notes you can go to. Well, we have your textbooks in class for you. Another option would be going to look at the math textbooks. You can see example problems in there. You can look in the dictionaries. We have all kinds of stuff for them to get the answer for themselves. Hence the advancement via individual determination. They're finding the answer by themselves with guidance, not me going, oh, the answer's 2, the answer's 2. Okay, I know that one. Okay? It's not for me to tell them the answer. It's for them to want to know the answer by themselves. On Fridays, binder check days are Fridays, and that's also called fun activities, where we do fun activities with the kids. We also do what goes in a binder check is probably what you're wondering, right? Okay, binder check. The tutorials, the papers that we graded on Tuesdays and Thursdays, go in their binder checks. Also, we make sure that their planners are filled out correctly. For every class, they're not just no homework, no homework, no homework, no homework, no homework. Because obviously you're doing something in your class. You might not have homework, but it's like here in speech. I'm giving the presentation today, so if I was to write in my planner, okay, we're giving speeches today. Not just, oh, I have no homework. At least tell me what you did in the class, because I know you're not doing just nothing. You didn't just sit here the entire time in class and do nothing. Something's going on, okay? Also, we have their parents sign their planner to make sure that the parents are aware of what the kids are doing in class and making sure that the kids writing down their homework. So it's not just our responsibility for making sure, but we also get the parents involved. Also, Cornell Notes. Cornell Notes are methods provided by a systematic format for considering and organizing notes. It's a piece of paper folded like about 3/4 of the way. You have a little side and you take notes on this side of the paper. Take them, go back later, you can write a summary, short summary just saying what you talked about in those notes. What are those notes on? And then you can go back and put questions. And a good way to study is fold the notes over and ask yourself what you wrote those questions. Can you answer those questions? It's a good way to study for tests. And it's not just notes all over the place and you're going, oh my gosh, I don't understand, I don't remember what I took. And it's a good way to get the kids involved. The third thing I'd like to talk to you about is how Avid helps educate kids about college and gives them extra help. Where does Avid lead the kids? Well, they learn to apply for colleges, they learn how to take SATs, they learn how to fill out FOSFA stuff, which is free money to go to college. And they learn all that basically in the high school. Over at Valencia, where the kids will feed in, they learn how to do that. They also do career projects, they do college projects, they do a whole bunch of stuff to get them ready. Not only that, over there at the high school, they have to take one AP class in order to be an Avid. So not only are they getting an Avid and getting involved with it, They are also